Okay, guys, this is part 3 of What If Jack, was the daughter of Goku. Now, I didn't get any votes, but y'all can vote for a ship. If you want Midori to get with Bakugo, Todoroki, Kirishima, it could be anyone. Now, today, since no one's voted for agency, I'll let her go with Todoroki to Endeavor's agency. She would go with Todoroki to Endeavor's agency. And, we never really saw what they did, at least I don't think. So basically, what they would be doing is just trying. Endeavor would tell Midori to try, to boost up her stamina. So, like, keep blasting in the sky into, try to get your stamina, increase your stamina. So I'm going to skip, and then, during the training, they would go patrol, and they would see that the Nomus are taking over the city. Midori would go, and she would fly and go find Ida, because, he's some suspicions of the hero killer staying. Midori would, find Ida about to get killed. She would instant transmission behind him, because she does know instant transmission. She would basically hit him into the wall. Yeah, she would hit him into the wall. Or hit him at least, make him drop the knife. So, she would get down, and her anger would start, getting crazy. Because there's a hero, a pro hero, and a student about to get killed. Her eyes would start to glow yellow. Her hair would spike up. Basically, her hair is like, I don't really know what kind of hairstyle she has. I'll say kind of like the same hairstyle in canon. Sorry, guys. So, like I was saying, she would get angry and turn into the Akari form. She could somewhat control it. Basically, she can't control it, but she knows one target to beat. She knows who's her enemies or foes, her friends or foes. She would start, producing ki blasts. She would blast him. Basically, and he would cut her, and it licked the blood, and she would her knee down, but she would start to glow yellow and turn Super Saiyan. The Akari form of Super Saiyan. She would, and she would use, she would instant transmissions and basically beat the hero killer. And when she got done, she would power back down on her knee. Like, basically, if Midori was a whole bunch % of One For All, she would be on her knee. Now, we still haven't agreed to who One For All should go to. And go to Midoriya. I'm going to let y'all vote this last time. If no one votes, I'll just give it to Midoriya. So, wait a minute. Okay. Midoriya would get back up and call Endeavor. Now, the Endeavor would go and capture. Now, I'll say in this timeline, in this one, she got permission to, fight the villain. Fight anything she can. She would be, I don't know if we should give her the fame of it or not. I'll say she got the fame somewhat. So she would go back to school, and she would learn how to. Basically, I'm going to do this. She can use her ki and make basically like a flame, or basically use her ki as a protective shield. Kind of like 17. Okay. So, she would go back to school, and they would have to do basically the student versus hero thing. And she and Bakugo would still be, sit up. They wouldn't really argue because she doesn't know him, but kind of. She would power up into her Super Saiyan state. Just, I'll say she'll stay in base form. She would go with Bakugo and talk to him. And they would agree that, sorry, that's my family. They would agree on the plan. She would go and fight All Might while he gets, figured out a way to, they would double team him. She would turn Super Saiyan and go and fight him. All Might. She's just Super Saiyan 1, full power Super Saiyan. She would go and try to fight him. And, she would, while she's fighting All Might, I'll say she would have to go Super Saiyan 2. And she would fight All Might. Now, I know this ain't canon, but I'll give her Super Saiyan 3. I know only Goku and Gotenks has it, but I'll give it to her. Her hair would spike down into Super Saiyan 3, and she would lose. She would fight him. She would lose atomic blast. Yeah, she would blast. Now he would. I'll say he still has more win for all, so he would have more time in the form. So he could lose. I'll say he could lose more of his power. He would throw her back, and she would revert back to Super Saiyan. Bakugo would come and help, and she would go Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan go. Because I'll say she got damaged. It would heal her. Super Saiyan God did heal Goku. He was stabbed by Lord Beerus. And Super Saiyan God healed him. So they would go, and I'll say they won't beat him, but they would get All Might into a corner, and then Midoriya would instant transmission to Bakugo, grab him, and fly them out of, and they would win. Now, the same people would still go to the training camp. They would get out of the bus, and they would meet the Pussycats. They would explain that they're doing this, the training thing, and they have to get there by noon, or else they aren't going to eat. Yeah. And the bus would drive away, and Midoriya would say, okay. She would go and help them fight them, and that's pretty good. She would sometimes power up the Super Saiyan, not the Akari form, to break basically the things that one of the Wabapus gets made broke. She would revert. Now she is a woman in this, so she wouldn't get kicked in the nuts, if you know what I mean. I'll say they would get there earlier, and they would meet Koda, and she would go up to Koda and say hi. Now, he wouldn't kick her there, but he wouldn't talk to her. He would probably say, what? Hey. I'll say he didn't say anything. Now, like I said, now she's a girl, so she'll be on the girl side. And he would stop Mineta from being a pervert. Because they're like in the spa areas, so they're basically shirtless and crap. He's like, I gotta go peek on the girls. Boobies. That's probably Mineta for you. He would crawl up there, and, Koda would basically knock him down. While they're, spalling, she would, I'll say she learned how to do a key blade. Kind of like Vegito and Goku Black, and she can create a scythe with the key. basically making weapons out of ki. And we would go to where they have to, they're basically doing, I think it's, well, where they're going to eat and everything. The villains will appear, and out comes Dobby. Midoriya would have to go and get Koda, and she would go in there. Muscular's there, and he says, oh, Midoriya. The League of Villains wants me to take you, to capture you. And she's like, why? Oh, I don't do the questions, kid. I just do what I'm told. And he said, oh, by the way, and I'll kill him. They told me not to kill you, but I'll beat you to a pulp or enough for your breathing. And I'll go kill the kid. She would get angry because of, everything going on. She would start buffing up, and she would turn into her legendary state, and her eyes would, be white, complete white. Her hair would turn green, and she would start going crazy. She would fight them. Now they'll be pretty even, up until she starts getting way stronger, and she would start losing control and start only, fighting him because he's getting her attention. During that, she had enough, energy to tell Koda to run. She would fight Muscular. Now, I'll say that this Muscular has a second quirk that All For One gave him. It would be I'll say 2 new quirks. He has 3 quirks. The Muscular quirk, the Regeneration quirk, and Energy Absorption quirk. It's basically absorbs, kind of like what 1920 does. But he doesn't keep it. He basically just drains it. So, they would fight, and he would get her off guard. And, because she's a kid, basically. She would start to lose control, like I said. And he would catch her off guard. Punched her in the stomach. She basically spit up blood. He would absorb her energy and knock her out. Because of her, she's a kid. She's off guard. She would get her energy absorbed, and she would be taken by the League of Villains. And wait a minute. I'll say she would have a white shirt, and the pants would be Goku-gi. She would be a token, and Koda would go and get help. And I'm going to end this here. Will Midoriya, son of Goku, be captured and turned to Nomu? Or will she be saved? We'll find out in part 4, I believe, of what if Midoriya was the daughter of Goku.